We have a lot of people asking what's the quickest way to get into real estate investing. And the answer in its simplest form is wholesaling. So what is real estate wholesaling? In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the wholesaling process and explain exactly what wholesaling real estate is and how it's one of the quickest and easiest way to get involved in the real estate investing industry. Let's go. Real estate wholesaling is the art of finding discounted properties. Let's dive in real quick. Say you're able to locate a house that's worth $100,000. Keep the numbers even. The house has been mismanaged, it needs a good bit of repairs, and the seller doesn't have the time or the resources to fix the property up in order to bring it to the market. This is where Joe, the real estate investor, is able to come in and help solve this seller's problem, right? Now, any type of real estate investment, the goal is to buy low and sell high. It's one of the simplest rules of investing. And if you can grasp this concept and learn how to solve motivated sellers' pain points, you'll never be hungry again, right? So, in the process of wholesaling, Joe the investor reaches out. We get in contact with Sally, who's looking to sell her vacant property, right? House needs $20,000 of repairs. With that being valued at $100,000, simple math, that brings the price down to $80K, right? Now, of course, there has to be enough room in the deal for Joe the investor to make some money, or else he wouldn't be in business. So this is where it gets interesting. 70% rule is what we'll call the golden rule of investing. We are in a hyper-competitive real estate market, and we're seeing people paying more than that 70% threshold. But for a general rule of thumb, 70% is a good range to shoot for a cash offer. So in order to get the $100,000 after repair value on the purchase price to that 70%, we have to multiply the 100,000 times 0.7, which brings us to 70,000. That's our target number for a cash offer for Miss Sally, right? After we account for $20,000 in repairs, that number drops real quick, right? Now, why would someone sell their house for $50,000? The answer is money is not always the biggest problem. When you're able to truly identify people's unique situations and identify their need above even their wants, you'd be surprised at how many discounted deals you can find with the right systems and the right processes in place. So now that we have that general overview, let's leap over to this whiteboard on this wall real quick so we can go through the process, right? Say that John is able to get Miss Sally to sign a contract for the house for $50,000, right? This contract gives John equitable interest in the property. What I mean by equitable interest is it gives him a position, an interest in this real property, and the exit strategy is all his. Exit strategy meaning you have this contract in place. It's your decision how you want to move from that point forward. You can either buy the property to fix, flip, and bring it to the MLS market. You could hold it as a rental, or you can assign your position in this contract to a cash buyer for a fee. So let's say you got a contract at $50,000, right? And you have a cash buyer who's willing to pay $60,000. You're able to capture all of the equity between that. So by simply moving this piece of paper, Joe the investor just made $10,000. It's all legal. It's all simple. In fact, real estate wholesaling happens at just about every single level in business. Think about some of the high-rise buildings downtown. Think about apartment buildings. A lot of the acquisition strategies were creative real estate deals similar to wholesaling. Fun fact is Walt Disney built and acquired Disneyland on a lease option agreement, meaning he put a contract on the land, secured it for an extended amount of time, and was able to facilitate the deal, to put the structures, to raise the capital, and put the right partnerships in place in order to bring it from the ground up. Wholesaling is no different from the large type of development deals. It's simply capturing equity, finding these off-market real estate opportunities, and creating win-win situations for sellers so that you can get them out of that pain point and put them into a better spot to where they need to be. Now here's why I believe wholesaling is the quickest and easiest vehicle to get into the real estate investing industry. It's because you can literally understand how a deal is facilitated from A to Z, meaning you learn how to market to motivated sellers. You know how to line up appointments to walk through the property, build rapport, and negotiate with that seller to get tip-top deals. And then from there, you learn the process with opening title with either a title company or an attorney, depending on what state you might live in, and seeing that entire process from A to Z. Quickest way to get into real estate, and it's going to show you every single angle to make you a more versatile investor down the line. For more info, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out the links in the description where we have valuable resources to help real estate investors get in the game. Let's go.